lakad matatag!
Normally.
Really fast tempo, aggressive guy. But what is happening? What is that? Andrew's gonna play Razor. Is it gonna be Centaur support? Oh, that is so interesting. They go for, yeah, they're gonna go for Hated. No level 2 on Son Goku yet though, so he should be able to disengage at least somewhat. No, Dockers will finish off the
Really well under the circumstances. And Dawn Gaming, they're gonna try to keep the aggression up over on the top lane. Now Hated gets ran down, and with the stun from the Slaughter and a couple more right clicks, he is gonna go down.
That is...
And even with maximum damage stolen, Enryu now has to play this really carefully, and they do use up a whole lot of regen resources.
He will get the Disruptor kill in the end, but I think Disruptor is okay with that. He's just gonna come back to this lane. Currently, that was just a beautiful showcase of why you go for Glimpse instead of Kinetic Field usually on Disruptor. Centaur just TPs out in front of their faces. Oh, initiation.
On top lane, Rubik is not gonna teleport out. He is gonna lose the first 2 end of the game, and that means Son Goku is gonna be a follow-up with the Ember Spirit rotation, making absolutely sure they get another 2 in and a double kill for Fortune Soul to both. Difficult life cut out for them. And Dockcrest, is he gonna go down to Valky at least? Ember Spirit, he really wants the kill. Yeah, should have the Rubik, right? Okay, so if this freaking maximum range, no less. And over on the bottom jungle, the Disruptor is also man fighting it up, killing off the... Oh my god, he got the deny. I think the Ember Spirit also has to have better tempo, because Drow still looking to AFK farm for a while. MS is gonna get chopped down with the Stair Fist and the silence damage over time, simply being too much for him. But now Valky has to run out of there as the Lemon Lash AoE starts to hurt quite a bit, and Dockcrest will get to walk off the silencers as well. So Valky is just gonna die to him.
Oh, Hated, what are you doing here? Oh, was that
yeah, he wanted to get that one more Q onto the Rubik to secure the 2 end.
Any kind of way to fight. Valky is going for Dockcrest. Chains off the mark. Tsukimoto will just meet him with
yeah,
double
they are
edge.
gonna get Dockcrest though, and Lashback, the next target. He is taking so much damage from the silencer now, as he's not really in a spot to front line just yet. Tsukimoto gets glimpsed back, but that's only gonna secure the Lash kill. At the cup is to make sure that, you know, you put Lash in her face, infested up by the Lifestealer. Over, speaking of the Lash, on the bottom lane, he is gonna get himself another kill onto that Tsukimoto, and Tsukimoto slowly but surely starting to look like an actual support instead of an actual carry here. Lashback taking so much damage from the Drow Ranger now, and that is gonna be Fortune Soul on a killing spree. Lifestealer just teleports him out of there, knowing full well he cannot afford any more risk.
They did. I like the idea of Mask of Madness, and I think it's the correct decision. It's just he didn't get it in a type of a manner as you usually get it.
Yeah, that's kind of fair. Also, I think this aggressive Slaughter build, like, who are you playing the aggressiveness for? Okay, well, maybe for Tsukimoto, because this Centaur is still struggling, but this time around he is actually going to be able to back himself up, or maybe not, thanks to Centaur ultimate just being denied for the longest while there, and Slaughter will get caught, I guess. Okay, that's fair. A ton and make things really fun and interesting to watch again. If Neon aren't completely stopping by that time, because they're gonna try to commit on the Ember Spirit. Little do they know, Neon had already set up the smoke rotation before they even went for it, and that is gonna be 4 more in, going the way of Silencer, as they now catch the Disruptor out 2, and MS probably just gonna be the next death here. Disruptor, yeah. He's gonna fall, and then yeah, on the bottom lane with the global silence now, Rubik and Lashback just kind of caught, surrounded up by everybody, and Lash gets chopped down. At least the Rubik manages to get out, but this is the crucial time just being entirely denied, because every time Dawn Gaming go for the type of kill that will make them the aggressors, go for the type of kill that will make them, well, take the lead and be able to play really proactive around that Lifestealer, it just gets denied by one too many kills. And speaking of the Lifestealer, Cage gets freaking executed. Rubik locked in place and killed up as well. As Ember Spirit now chases for more, he wants MS.
The most, well, not the most, but one of the most basic moves 3 times in a row. And so far, they're just winning kills left and right.
Down, and Dawn, the last thing they should have tried is fight around this Roche Pit. Once again, Tsukimoto dies, but it's only Tsukimoto dying for this big of an engagement, and Ember Spirit doing so much freaking damage to the Lifestealer. Lifestealer still fine, man, fighting up, but with the Light Razor coming for him, he's gonna fall. Lifestealer loaded up with the Slardar. Imagine if 4 minutes ago they would have had the Blink Deck on Slardar and Lifestealer with the Desolate. Instead, what they have is Slardar just too squishy to frontline for the Drow Ranger, and 2 more kills going the way of Neon. Excuse me, did I say 2? Nope, Slardar is too squishy. That's gonna be 3 kills at the bare minimum, going the way of Neon. And with the buyback, it's looking like Dawn want more out of this. They know full well this is the last good time they can still hit. However, that is just gonna bait them into a full-blown team wipe. Yeah, that's 6-0, and I think Dawn are chilled the hell out of this game.
Oh yeah, ZGG out. ZGG out, and understandably so. This game, this early on, 20 minutes this game, it's just
of the way it was implemented back in Dota 2 beta. So while everything else is either marked as like an ally or a creep or a tower, if you really don't want something affected by auras, then you just mark. Or alternatively, you know, if you don't go for that access build with the Beastmaster, you still generally want to trade and rest, but you can't do that against Anti-Mage. Showing just how bad he is at trading, and Ryu is gonna... Makes a lot of sense. You got a Death Prophet to create space for the Anti-Mage, but then I realized the timing doesn't really work that way anymore. It doesn't really add up that way anymore. Because Exorcism, it is really more an anti-hero spell and something you just press to push now. And MS goes down to Enryu with one last set of axes, making absolutely sure that he is gonna crumble.
Oh, that was beautifully done. He landed so many, what is it called? The wild axes in a row. And they will land as limit as well. That was a mistake. I'm a big fan of it, but I also think that it's just a bad habit, mostly, being a fan of it. It's an ability that no longer stuns, and that makes all the difference. MS might be falling down, one more hit, yeah, he's gonna fall down. Not exactly any kind of opportunity for a trade for K, he's just gonna have to blink out. It's Ember Spirit, who has been gone in this mid lane. He didn't lose his tower quite yet, so he's in a great position. Map has been opened up. Bottom lane, though, hated will be once again hated.
Yep. Such a support life, you do not get any human rights, all you get is suffering. Still 50-50 matchup, but Anti-Mage is supposed to be such a hard Drow counter. With the Blink, if Drow has an almost 50-50 matchup towards the late game, that's just kinda huge. That's just kind of how the game can potentially implode in your face. Ooh, speaking of imploding in your face, Witch Doctor is gonna do just that. But yeah, Anti-Mage.
Kuwanski has it. There is a good chance they will be able to hold long enough.
The Crimson Guard timing, it could be crucial, yeah. If you have a really good Battle Fury, well, that's the thing why I don't like the Battle Fury yet. Even if you get the Crimson Guard, fighting early is always beneficial for Dawn. So is that Witch Doctor ward, as it's just a 1-for-1 trade so far, and Son Goku is gonna die down to follow that one up. Valky now insanely fat though. Yeah, it started great with the ward and it was looking really good. I think that's just knowing that Neon are the stronger team and knowing you don't have combat condition anymore after getting stomped on for like 20 minutes in a row. So Dawn, they are playing really, really careful, and I think respecting Neon like this, it's the reason why they're still at a chance at least for a comeback. Now we're gonna see Enryu almost drop to the death ward, but the Witch Doctor, he just dies while ulting to Ember Spirit instead. And the cleanup crew is there. 1-for-1 trade actually, as Son Goku still tanking it up. Centaur War, can he do more? Ember Spirit will die for the first time. In exchange for the Centaur though, it means you now have no more tank. Nice kill there, being set up by K. But can you do anything about this Ember Spirit?
More?
Ooh, they kill the dinosaur just as the team fight could potentially kick off. Now the exorcism has been committed, so one of these two teams has to force the fight. And Dawn, yeah, they aren't able to find an angle on Neon. Instead, the Drow Ranger now finally gets roared up. That Proc still trying to run her down, but it forces Souls. Okay, now with the Witch Doctor ward, can they get the death from... Okay, they will finally get Drow Ranger for the death prompt and the Witch Doctor. Now Anti-Mage can look for more, but it is just an Anti-Mage without any more team to back him up. So he is almost gonna die. Almost, I say, as the Spirit Metal damage didn't quite take him down, but after that, Link's gonna be caught immediately with, say, a fist and kill. That is just kind of average, and then everybody builds again. Well, with the Crimson Guard, the Mayrax still almost dead. Centaur tries to set up an initiated fight. It's just gonna get roared for it and it's gonna die.
Sunboku immediate buyback. They are gonna wait out until the melee racks fall. Will they engage? Yeah, they go in.
Yeah, they kinda have to, and Centaur gets a nice 2-man stun, set things up with his ultimate going through, but the Witch Hunt already dies, and the Ember Spirit will just chop down Son Goku, making it a 2 for nothing. That is Neon just securing themselves a 10k gold lead already.
That just looks way too easy, absolutely way too easy. And I was kind of hyped for this fight, but they didn't use Exorcism. Now they're gonna go for Anti-Mage. Anti-Mage will get forced out. I have to point out how well Hated played with Volume Grippers. He basically double hurricaned first life of Centaur. He double hurricanes him into the thick of things and isolates him from his team.
Yeah, Dawn, I get that they really don't want to call it, but without the Anti-Mage being in a fighting shape yet, what can you do? Well, they're gonna try to run on the Anti-Mage anyways onto the backline. So nice little wrap around, having him cut a creep wave first, maybe 2 even, and then just disappear again.
I love the meme game from from Neon.
And not stress out. And I get it that a lot of teams think it's BM, but then if you put Neon against another team like Neon, then it's gonna just be, you know, lots of shit posting.
Rampage.
Oh,
no, Andrew, no!
There's still a kill.
The Dire stealing the Rampage from Fortune Soul. No.
I mean, it's sad that Dawn.
Right.